Hi, my name is Xi, and I came from China. My hometown is Henan province, and I'm an intern in IFI Testimony program. 2015, I graduated from Washington University in St. Louis. Looking at my future, I was wondering and pondering where I need to go. Where is my life? And where is my Jesus? I thought I needed to chase after Jesus, but he was actually chasing after me. He led me to meet him at Urbana 15 conference. In the prayer ministry room, I encountered with him. His sweet voice changed my whole life inside out. It's quite funny because the first week when I came back from Urbana 15, then I saw the oak tree image and the word everywhere, in church, on books, on street. It's just crazy. And then I didn't know why God was showing me so many things about oak tree. And one day when I came back to home, I saw IFI's brochure on my desk, so I just randomly take it up and then looked at it. Then I found out, oh, here we are, the oak trees on the brochures, and it talked about to plant international students as an acorn and to let them grow up and to be an oak tree and shade other people.
So, did you want to go?
To be honest, not really.
What were you thinking?
Well, I thought it's a short period of time and I have to move out, take everything out. And I just moved in LA in June last year. So when God called me to go out and to move again, I felt like too much for myself.
Why did you decide to come finally?
I felt convicted about live in a comfort zone and have a very easy life or the life I'm comfortable with. But God kept showing me the vision of the oak tree, the image of oak tree. Then I keep praying and God closed the door and opened doors, and even people around me, they pray for me and I choose to obey. Like me to say that, but I'm about to move to another state now. I love this city, so I feel a little bit sad sometimes. But since God is moving me, and I'm excited about the future.
So even though you weren't originally eager to come, you wanted to obey God. So did you feel like God met you here?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that's God's will actually to take me out, so that's why I wasn't very eager to come. But then when I figured out it is God's will, so I became more passionate to be ready to come out. Then when I finally moved out and arrived, I found out, wow, Jesus has already prepared everything here.
What do you mean everything?
The housing, the host family. I didn't expect such a nice family and so loving. And they're like the angels, I would say, and accept me. And also, I met a lot of people here, and they taught me a lot about how to do ministry. Like I am equipped a lot. Along my way in IFI, I embraced so many beautiful hearts and wrapped by God's love and joy. I've been picking up a lot of treasures from this program, and I'm still in the big owl of God's grace.
What kind of things have you learned during the IC program?
I would say first is hospitality. People's loving heart really melt the other people's heart. That's a wonderful way we can share God's love and show God's love to others, and that kind of love can draw people in and to get closer to God, to figure out, wow, who God is, why this person wants to give so much and wants to give the heart to me. And second, I learned how to be a leader, which was tough for me because I don't really like to be a leader because I hate people's attention. I feel very uncomfortable when I have to force myself to stand out and to put myself on a spot and under highlight. I felt like I'm in trouble. So I wasn't comfortable of being a leader. But I learned about leadership here, that being a leader is not only about having authority and to lead a person, lead a team. It's more about to lay down ourselves, our lives for others, and to share, to love, to encourage. I think that's very big change for myself. I was surprised.
Leadership is like consuming fire. It's passionate love, burning within my soul. The fire of God fan into flame, fall in my heart. No matter how cloudy the sky is, as I call on His name, the Holy Spirit comes like a rushing wind, clothes me with a passion for His name. Who among us can live with the consuming fire? Who among us can live with continual burning? Whoever lives in love lives in God, and God in them. But to love people as who they are, I missed one thing. That is, who am I?
I didn't realize I have an identity problem until one day I shared my experience with another person, and they was offended by my own experience. So I take it very personally, and I was crying out to God and said, why they hate me? Why I opened my heart and I poured out my heart, my love, and gave out my true heart for them, and they hate me. They don't like me. Then if they don't like my heart, that's who I am. So how can I be who I am around them? Then God told me, ask me actually who you are. Think about who you are. And then I realized my identity actually relied on other people's opinion about me, now rooted in God's eyes. Like, I love them because they love me, not because I am a child of God. So I realized my identity is actually rooted in God's identity. So that who my Father is, that's who I am. Like I said before, I hate attention. I think because I got too much attention when I was a child, and every time when I was in trouble, so people would get their attention. That's why I don't like it. So when God told me to say something and to do something, if I see there is a potential risk that people will be against me or they won't accept what I'm going to do, called by God, then I will say, God, I don't want to do it. Find someone else do it. Even though I know clearly that's from God's will. Then I'm very thankful God showed me the verse, the story in Bible about the extreme expensive perfume. That woman, I think it's Mary. That woman really knows God, Jesus' heart, and she knows Jesus will be very pleased if she poured out that expensive perfume. But she has to push herself and put herself on that spot and to stand up from the whole crowd, and then everybody gonna watch her to pour out that expensive perfume on Jesus' head. I think if I were her, I will definitely be very hesitated to do that. I will say, God, I know you would be pleased, but you can be pleased by someone else doing this, not me. So in God it said, it seems a waste to all others, but it's not a waste to me. So are you willing to waste it all for me? And I will be pleased if you do this waste, I mean, in other people's eyes. Then, yeah, I can say, yeah, I'm willing to. I want to waste all my life for Jesus if He is pleased by this way. And no, nothing can be more beautiful than He is pleased by that instance.
Following God is to be who I am created to be, the beloved child of God, the precious daughter of the King. Standing in His identity, even in the deepest of the water, my eyes can still be above the waves. Many teachers in IFI discipleship program well demonstrated to me how to be a good follower of God. Come as who I am, to worship Him in spirit and truth.
Some of the teachers you've had here in this program.
Abby is one of the person of peace I met here. She is such a loving sister. She helped me a lot about worship and even prayer ministry. I want to rise up in IFI Columbus, and she encouraged me when I'm down, when I see like little hope to do things here and to see the harvest to come out. And she said you have to wait patiently and confidently. And I learned inner healing and how to have quiet time with God and to listen to God's voice with Karen Oliver. She's a person very close to God, and she's very gentle and kind. I really enjoy her intimacy with God, so she shared how to go into that intimacy with Christ. We also have a book seminar with Russ, and that's more about how to do small groups and how to do discipleship. I want to thank Phil also. He has been very supportive with me and to all interns here. And he's a very good leader, very patient, and he taught us, he actually modeled how to be a good leader. So I learned a lot from him, and also how to organize things even under a huge pressure. It's overwhelming work, and he himself did a lot. I appreciate his heart for international students and all the work he has done.
Now I finished my time in this ISEED program. I've been growing up to be an oak tree from a little acorn.
I really learned that God is a good father. When He calls us, He is faithful. And all we need to do is just fully rely on Him, trust Him. And if we are in the need, just call His name. He will show up every time and help us. will never leave us alone.
I'm leaving for China because my Jesus is going to China. I will meet him there. He will continue to grow me, this little oak tree, but in a new environment, to be taller and stronger.
So, if you were standing at the booth next time in Urbana, what would you say to a student who's considering coming to IC? Why should they come?
If you think you're small, you cannot see the big forest, you think you're a little seed, then come to IC program. It's a great place to grow and to learn together and to be well equipped and be ready and prepared for Lord do His ministry job and also to bring His kingdom down and to create the forest.
Facing a task unfinished that drives us to our knees.
Goodbye, Columbus. Goodbye, IFI. Goodbye, everyone. I will miss you.